Hi everyone, so I wanted to do a quick unboxing of Phoenotopia Awakening, which recently had a limited physical release by Premium Edition Games. And I've been wanting to do some more unboxings on this channel of limited print run games because I feel like there's not too much information on YouTube regarding some of these smaller publishing companies who do small print quantities of Switch or PS4 games. This is my first time ordering from Premium Edition Games, so let's see what's in it. So it came in this box, which took a little dent, but hopefully it's still safe inside. I did order the regular edition. They did also offer a retro premium edition, which is more expensive but has more goodies. And right off the bat, it's nice to see bubble wrap. So a little information about them if you're not familiar, and they're advertising for their new series, which it looks like it's going to be available till June. And one of the things they started doing was give out these little dog tags as like a little freebie, which was, I think, kind of neat. So this is what the dog tag looks like up close in PE for Premium Edition. Then here is the game. So it does come wrapped, and what's nice about this small print company is they do have these slip cases for their regular editions. So let me take this off. Alright, so a closer look at the box. This does have silver foiling here, as does the PE on the spine and the number. So they do number their games, sort of like limited run. Now to slide it out. Oh, so it comes in an additional sleeve here. And then the game inside does have the traditional folds in it. So yeah, I guess that's just so that you could put this, I guess, any way on your shelf. And it has the name of the game on it, which is nice. So now to unwrap this guy. Here's the front cover, spine, and then the back cover here with Premium Edition written there. And the nice thing about these limited print runs games is they usually always have a manual here, and then the back cover art too. So let's get a closer look at this. Some nice art. And a closer look at the game card itself. And this is an official Nintendo box for those curious. Okay, so inside we have a trading card. And it looks like they have some sort of challenge here. And let's zoom in here. We have the manual or instruction booklet. Some foiling on it as well. And it's a nice high gloss cover. So I do like all the attention to details that these companies do usually. A big breakdown of all that's in here with the pictures of the sprite work. It's a very detailed. And it looks like it's 31 pages here, and they even have a little memo note in the back, like so many of the old games used to. And here is a little summary of everything. So this was my first time ordering from Premium Edition Games, as I mentioned. And it was a pretty smooth process. They have an open pre-order window, so the only thing that's limited are the retro versions or the collector's edition versions of these games, but it seems like it's made to order for the standard editions. So if you put your order in on time, you should be able to get a copy. And I would say that the price is a little bit more expensive than some of the other competitors. For example, limited run games. I believe this particular standard edition was $49.95 plus shipping and tax, which came out to around $45-46 USD for me. I think at the time they were not doing international shipping, but I did see on their Twitter feed that international orders can be made from Video Games Plus Canada. So that website. And they encourage everyone not in the US to buy through them. So it's nice that they've made that an option. Since before, I think they just weren't doing international shipping. Though I did notice their new wave of games are much more expensive than I think this Series 3 was. So I'm not sure why that is. It could be just production costs have gone up. So the base games that they were doing became more expensive. I think for these two games, the standard editions are around $50 plus shipping and tax. So that's something to keep in mind. Out of all the games they've done, this was the game that appealed to me. So I was glad to have tried them. And this is honestly a really nice copy of this pretty well-regarded indie title. I've yet to try this one out, but I've heard amazing things. And I really do like the aesthetic and what I've seen so far from gameplay footage. I should have mentioned this in the beginning, but this isn't affiliated or sponsored. I went to order this on my own back in November, and it's now May, so it took about 5 to 6 months to from the ordering process to receiving it, which I would say is fairly typical for these limited print games. There are other companies that I've heard horror stories of it taking 1+ years in the making. So I'm glad that this particular company seems to sort of know their limitations when it comes to what games they offer and being able to deliver in a fairly timely fashion. Overall, I would say I would recommend them. However, again, it just comes down to if the indie title that they're offering is of interest to you. If you really like that game, I would say go for it. It's going to be a bit more expensive than some of the more mass-produced ones that you sometimes see really popular indie titles get. They usually run around $30, $35 at retail. But I think these little added details sort of make up for that. So take what you will from this. I do have some more limited print run games arriving, and eventually I would like to just do a full-on comparison video talking about all the companies that I've purchased from and weigh in some kind of pros and cons for each of them. I do have Death's Door coming soon from Special Reserve Games, so I'm very excited to do an unboxing for that one and hopefully some more in the future. So I think that should be arriving sometime towards the end of this month. So until then, bye guys.